You probably will have a misconception that any work that have some good parts in it just need a little bit editing to become great. Well, it's not. Right now, try to grasp general idea behind calligraffiti editing. We'll revisit it later on, so don't bother if you miss something. At first, scan your work in 300 dpi. Photo under straight angle is not really recommended. 300 is enough to freely change size and have it look good on different medias later on. You don't want it too small because it can pixelate after scaling. You don't want it too large, so it will make a big and slow file. Scan it as a black-white or colorful photo. Any contrast, brightness enhancement, graphic or text scanning option should be avoided, so scanned image would have smooth edges and save it ink density. Open your scan in Photoshop. In Layers window, choose Black and White Gradient Map option. Change it to any color you wish. White and black gradient is less contrast, so calligraphy will look more appealing. Ink density shows where we added strokes to our work, which can give a really nice texture. You can add colors to your gradient, so the whole work will look less flat. First options right now can be used to make edges of a work less or more contrast. Screens have different contrast balance, so we want to make sure there is no leftovers of paper texture. Transfer of your calligraphy from paper to a screen is ultimately a fresh new work. Approach it as a digital artwork that uses your calligraphy as a reference. If on a paper your calligraphy looks great, it doesn't necessarily mean it will look good on a screen. Each couple of minutes, save your work. And also, you can create a layer compilation so you could come back to previous states of it. Use spray can or other textural brushes to achieve calligraffiti style effect. Dots and splashes helps to camouflage weak parts of our work and make it more expressive. In description of a video you can download Photoshop file and spray brushes. Install brushes by pressing F5, clicking on brush presets and a small arrow. Then load brushes. We will apply brushes using a mask option. We will apply mask on current layer and the layers above, that we will fill with black strokes. We make our work look less flat by adding white and black dots on a background and layer above. By using selective color and curves options, we create more sophisticated black and white balance. Completely black and white colors are really plastic and look flat and cheap. You don't want your end result to look overdone, so keep your digital editing light. And if in the end it will still look dull, just a little bit more effect. There is a tendency to make your work look extreme before it look balanced and decent. But in reality, you can't really create anything beautifully extreme until you can make something steady and normal. Most certainly, you will end up with a messy and cheap looking work. If you feel that your calligraphy a little bit lost on a canvas, you can add a large transparent duplicate on the back. Add the background layer under your calligraphy. Make a duplicate and scale your work. Change its opacity to minimum and put between background and your calligraphy. After 2 hours of editing, as you can see, the whole thing is not really looking good. But let's try and implement the same techniques with the sketch that was good on a paper.